Hello and welcome back to 31 Days of Craftoween, where we make an altered book Halloween junk journal. It's day 18, as you can see here, and we are ready for our Nightmare Before Christmas Advent Calendar pull. Ow. Ow. Ooh, okay, it's this monster guy. I forget if he has a name, but like his whole head lifts off and he's got rows of teeth all the way around. Is he the guy that says, "I am the one with the tearaway face," or is that someone else? It's been a couple weeks since I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, so I can't remember exactly. Here is our prompts list, and I have found something that I really want to use. So we are going to be adding a book page. Here it is on the list. I have already used book pages before several times, but we're doing it again. You'll see why when I show you what I found. I also have a black and white photo. We are going to be making a side-loading pocket. I want to add a number or sentiment and some texture to the background. So you may have heard me speaking recently about a book project my students are going to be doing where we pull apart, or not necessarily pull apart, just recreate old books for a time capsule. And several books were donated to me, and a couple of them weren't going to work for what we needed, so I went through to pull covers off so that we could recycle them, because the hard covers of books can't go in the recycling, at least where we live. And the end papers on one of the books I was pulling apart have this gorgeous black and white image here. So it's actually a black and white photo and book pages, but I also have another black and white photo thing that we're going to use. Psychiatric hospital. This was just too good for me not to snatch up for my Halloween junk journal. I mean, how can you say no to this gorgeousness? So this is going to get trimmed a little bit and inked up to go down for the background of this spread. Our hospital is now glued down, and for my black and white photo, I have this gorgeousness. It's a bit too big because I want to be able to show all of the words psychiatric hospital. So I can trim around, cut off some of this bordering stuff, and go from there. One of the things that I chose is a number or sentiment, and I could just let this be the sentiment, although that would be kind of sad. Psychiatric hospital. I think I'm going to find my Tim Holtz sentiments I've been using throughout this journal and see if there's one that would fit this. I also am kind of wondering if I've got some like white or gray muslin that I could put behind this picture, because I want to add, that could be a way to add texture without like adding super thick texture. There's a baby deer in my backyard, and there's a bull elk in my neighbor's backyard. I don't know if you can see him. He's walking away. He was in my backyard, and by the time I went to get the camera, he had left. Let's come back to the deer and say hello. Hi. You can stay. that was a nice little jaunt to the backyard. Okay, I have some fabric in like a cream color or gray. I think gray is going to work best for what I want to do. So it won't be the whole background, like for a ton of texture in the background, but it will be behind the photo of the lady. Maybe we'll do a double layer because it is pretty thin. I like the look of that. Of course, we need to do more than just that. We need a number or sentiment. We need something to go inside the pocket. And is this enough for a textured background? I kind of think it counts. But we could add a little bit more of that fabric here if we needed to, maybe under the sentiment. For a sentiment, I'm going to use the word forsaken. I feel like, especially back in the time period when this photo was taken, there were a lot of people who were just deposited at these psychiatric hospitals and just left there. Whether it was because they were a woman and the man in their life thought they were acting hysterically, or they actually had real mental illness, or for whatever reason, they were just kind of deposited there and forsaken by their families, which is really sad to think about. For the card in the pocket, I'm going to be using this gorgeous card that Michelle sent me. Michelle is one of my viewers, and she sent this card in a happy mail. This card does have a bit of a blue tone, and there's some pinks in here, but because it's going in the pocket, I'm going to let it be okay. This is a ghosty girl, and I feel like maybe she is her. Maybe she's decided to come back and haunt whoever mistreated her, whoever left her in this place, or maybe the doctors or nurses that treated her there, or maybe she just lingers in the building itself, playing tricks on whoever happens to come and visit, maybe. But yeah, she's going to be the front of our card. On the back is some advertising material for Lowbrow Misfits, which is the company that created this art. I've been on their website. I put about like 9 jillion things in my shopping cart. I haven't actually bought anything yet or placed that order because I am like trying to not go crazy. So I'm making myself like wait a bit. But they absolutely make stunning, gorgeous, and yes, spooky things. So what am I going to put on the back of this? Because I want to be able to write on it. So probably just some plain cardstock would do. I actually have this piece of white Bristol board that would fit perfectly. I will have to trim off, of course, a little bit, but it is almost exactly the right size. Just to have a little bit of decoration on the back side of this card, I'm going to put this washi right here. It'll be hard for you to see, but there is kind of a face looming out there. And we will also do a piece of this washi. It has some different words on it, and I'm going to select the word peace because I want our imaginary woman in this situation who's just been left at this place to find peace. The card is ready, and I didn't measure beforehand, so let's hope it fits. Ta-da! Very nice. We have another spread. I think this is the second day in a row that it's something very simplistic and straightforward, but is it spooky? Yes. Did I stick to my color aesthetic? Yes. Did I fulfill all my prompts? Yes. So it's good. We're calling it good. All right, so thank you for joining me. Come back next time for day number 19, and we'll see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful, magical, and spooky day. Happy crafting. Adios.